We started with immediately being very clear about the inappropriate nature of this unlawful detention of these two Canadian citizens. We spoke about it early, and we speak about it a great deal. President Trump mentioned it directly in his meeting with President Xi Jinping. I was there when he did it. He made unambiguous America's concern about this inappropriate behavior. And then we've done we've engaged in other diplomatic activity, trying to help make the case for the release of these two, and we'll continue to do that until such time as they're home and return to their families.
When it comes to the cases of Michael Spavor and Michael Kovrig, as I said, we thank the U.S. for its support, and I think it's worth pointing out, maybe especially to our American visitors, that a great number of Canada's allies around the world have spoken out against these arbitrary detentions, and we thank all of those allies as well. Extradition is a criminal justice matter. It is not a political matter, and the case of Ms. Meng is currently before the Canadian courts, as it ought to be. As for the U.S. case against Ms. Meng, I think that's a matter for the U.S. and the U.S. criminal justice authorities.
The arbitrary detention of two Canadian citizens in China is fundamentally different as a human rights matter, as a rule of law matter. These are fundamentally different matters than the Canadian decision to use their due process and the rule of law to behave in a way that's deeply consistent with the way decent nations work. That's what China wants to talk about. They want to talk about these two as if they're equivalent, as if they're morally similar, which they fundamentally are not.